Hey there guys, it's one of those typically bizarro world fucking days for weather here in Nova Scotia. It's raining all morning, now it's really windy, sun pops in and out every once in a while. Could be a rain shower here any minute, you never know the way things go around here. Never a dull moment. I'm going to be doing a couple more beers from none other than Brew by Me, a couple more of his home brews. Probably guessed that by the title. What we're going to be doing, because it is still October, although Oktoberfest is over, I'm going to be doing his two versions of the Oktoberfest beer that he sent me. Now, he says about them, fairly tasty profile, Pilsner malt, Carapils, Crystal, and Munich hops, Hallertau, and Tettnanger German versions. I've been lagering for about 2 months, should be best in October, approximately 5.5% ABV, 20 IBUs. And I think that's all he's got, that's all he's got to say about that. Before we get into the reviews here, and of course there's two different versions here, one is bottle condition, one's from a keg. Before we get into reviews, I just want to do a couple quick shout outs, and as always, if you have a beer or booze related channel, and you want a shout out from me, just put a little request down in the comments section or personal message me. Shout outs to Hougly's Beer Reviews, Master of Hoppets, the Urban Viking Ale Reviews, fucking awesome, Terry K, and to round out my fellow Commonwealth beer tubers, Mr. and Mrs. Real Ale Guide, and I'll link all those channels down there. You guys should be checking all these guys out. Like I said, if you want a shout out, send me a message and I'll do it. If I can give back any small way to the beer tube community, maybe get some people some views, because I do have a fairly large channel for a beer tuber, I'd be happy to. So, alright guys, we're going to be right back and we're going to get into the beers here. Alright, we're back with Brew by Me's Marzen Oktoberfest beers. This is the kegged version. Nice little head going there. I don't know if it'll last more than anything as a sort of a kind of a soapy cap, but looks good enough for me. Wow, that's damn orange. That's fairly bright colored for a Marzen. I suppose not today. These days, most modern Marzens are far lighter in color, and so this hits the mark with those, definitely. A traditional Marzen's generally a bit darker. You can definitely see the sediment still in there. This is a really nice orange color. Very, very nice. Looks pretty. It's a very pretty looking beer. If I was to just look at it without knowing what it is, I'd say it's an IPA instead. But so we'll go right to the aroma. All right. Definitely those German hops right out front, big. That's the predominant smell, is those earthy German hops. Underlying is the maltiness. You got that sweet sort of coffee, those sort of toffee caramelish sort of notes. It's dead on for the style. It's not too bitter. It's just really well balanced. It's not too much of the earthy German hops, not too much of the malty sweetness. It just seems like a pretty good ratio going there. Smells very nice. It actually does smell quite close to Sam Adams Oktoberfest, actually. So we'll go right to the taste. Alright, this one tastes, carbonation isn't all that big, and you don't really expect it to be of this sort of beer. Definitely the German hops is the big Big note I'm getting here. The maltiness sort of takes a back seat to that. Might be a little bit of, might need a little bit more aging, honestly. Either that or I didn't get to it soon enough. There's a tiny bit of grainy sourness in this one. It doesn't affect the, doesn't really affect the overall drinking experience though. Tastes pretty damn good as far as I'm concerned. It's not the best home brew I've had from you, Dale, but it's actually pretty good. Definitely a lot of flavor, but mostly it's that earthy hops more than anything else. Not the balance with the hops and the malts isn't as strong in the actual flavor as it is in the aroma. Yeah, but that's not bad. That's totally drinkable. That's pretty damn good. So we'll be back here right in a minute, and we'll take a look at just the bottle conditioned version of his Oktoberfest, and we'll see which one we like the best. Alright, we're back with BrewByMe's bottle conditioned version of his Oktoberfest Marzen. Exact same color as the other one, as expected. Got that brilliant orange color, very pretty. Head's not as strong as the cask version. Just a thin cap there. So we'll go right to the aroma. Milder. Milder on the hops this time around. It's much more the malt that comes out. Just got that sort of toffee caramel malt sweetness. The hops are there, but definitely smaller. So we'll go right to the taste. Why waste time? That tastes better. I like that one better right away. It doesn't have that soury, sort of sour grain note that I said the other one had. The malt is very much more up front in the bottle conditioned version. The hops are a little bit more in the background. And I think this one drinks a bit better. The balance is a bit better, I'd say. Both of these beers, by the way, have sort of like a upper light to almost a medium mouthfeel to them. Yeah, they're not bad. They're actually pretty damn good. I don't know, compared to a couple of the other beers I've had by you, Dale, they don't quite stack up in my opinion. It's just my opinion. These two taste, I don't know, they taste maybe a bit too homebrewy, if you get my drift. I don't know, maybe they weren't aged long enough. Or they maybe I got them a little past their due date. You never know. But both of them have like there are little touches around the edge of fruity, kind of estery, and sort of like sour notes that you sort of the fruity estery taste that you do get with a lot of home brews. Like about 90% of the home brews you end up drinking does have sort of those little hints, and they're not really right for the style. But that's being said, they're just like very, very small in the background, and both of these brews are actually pretty good. I like this one best. That's just the bottle conditioned one. It's a bit of a smoother drink. It's a bit better balanced. This one here has more of the hops, but it has more of that soury sort of grain taste as well. But they're both okay in my book. I mean, I'm not any sort of big time home brewer or whatever. I've never made anything this good, so I'm not really one to think, what could he have done to make it better. I just, just keep experimenting with it, I guess. Yeah, but they're both good. There's nothing wrong with either one of them, really. They're perfectly drinkable beers. They're just not as, honestly, they're just not as good as that rye red you did. That was really excellent. I like that one. And the two you previously sent me too were really, really good. Alright, well, I think I've spent enough time on this one. So these were the two Oktoberfests by Dale, Brew by Me. I like the bottle conditioned one here a bit better than the cask version, but they were both pretty damn good. Keg version, cask version, whatever. Yeah, keg version. Alright guys, we'll see you later.